interpreter has the ability to change events, the world would be much better off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just read that recently, and that's one of the things
Yeah.
when you did go political, you weren't commenting on the politics.
No.
You were playing with the
I
politics.
think so, yes.
And that kind of leads me to this, and I don't know if I'm overlapping, but when you started at MAD, I look at MAD as kind of still being in its infancy. And in America,
Me too, by the way.
culturally America,
Uh-huh.
in its infancy. And it wasn't until the 60s, the assassination of a president, the Vietnam kicks in, that you could really see a cultural change. Did that affect you at all?
It affected me personally. You mentioned going back at you. It is sort of overlapping, but culturally, I think the assassination of Kennedy was quickly followed by the Beatles. Quickly followed after that by the '60s and free love and sexual revolution and pot and invading colleges and protests. I think the world changed drastically in the middle '60s. And if somebody had disappeared in 1961 and came back in 1967, you would see a whole different world. So I think the Kennedy assassination was a major change culturally in America. America changed huge after that.
Do you
And
think
did not affect my comedy. I think the world and America may have gotten a little more negative and a little more sarcastic and bitter, but didn't change the way I thought as far as comedy was concerned.
Do you think that forced MAD, and maybe specifically the editors, to improve their game, or were they just kind of licking their chops, saying, now we've got a lot to work with?
I think they probably figured, no, we have more to work with. I don't think they consciously made an effort to change their game. For me, the stuff with the things that I liked with Matt over the years were just the pure funny stuff. That back cover of Ringo Starr, the hairdresser, Breck, Bleck, I think Kelly Freas did it, or Mingo, was brilliant, hysterically funny. Tom Cook wrote the funniest piece I've ever seen from Matt called 43 Man Squamish. Not political, just funny. It's funny.
What were your limitations when you wrote MAD?